How is everyone today? I'm Paula. Nice to meet you. And let's get started. Yeah, thank you. I'm Paula. I'm here representing Impacta Finance today. And we bring the discussion on how we can match Degens and Regens using both tools for the next generation of impact digital assets. And our story starts with a very close relationship with this conference. In 2019, an open call from an urban planning school from Ukraine was asking for projects that could bring new development tools to regions in post-Sovietic countries. And then we found this very tiny little region in Transnistria that is between Moldova and Ukraine and has a lot of specific relations. So here you can see all those white lines are gas pipes controlled by Russia, and also this region is very controlled by Russia in political, geopolitical issues. And why Transnistria? What this is related to this conference? This place had also a lot of power plants that they had a lot of capacity to produce energy, and this is obsolete because this is not achieving the same development goals from the Soviet governments, right? And then this capacity made one of the cheapest energy in Europe. And also in 2018, they created a law, a blockchain law, that created a free zone for blockchain mining. So this combination of cheap energy and regulations brought a lot of miners to this region. But this region also had a very specific topic. So I started to research on Bitcoin Brazil, this group that has 160,000 members, and I asked folks, could we create a real farm inside a Bitcoin mining farm? And then Rafaela Romano came and said, oh my God, this is insane. I never saw, but we are going to find it. So she came with Cryptomatoes. And Cryptomatoes were those guys that were combining Bitcoin mining and agriculture. And we said, okay, let's try this in Transnistria. So why also agriculture is important? Because the soil in Transnistria is very good for planting, and people don't have much opportunities there, so all the people leave. And we thought, okay, this is a nice combination to bring Bitcoin and the new generation of digital assets for development tools here in this specific region that has a lot of control of Russian power as well. And here it comes, our first dream. We designed this circular economy model on which we could use regenerative tools for Bitcoin mining with renewable energy and also using east waste for agriculture. And this is how we started. And people that are here in this conference that is already researching the topics of energy and Bitcoin, they know the importance about Elon Musk's tweet about Tesla not accepting Bitcoin as a payment tool because of fossil fuel consumption and also the energy consumption. And this was very important because this was an inflation point for all the discussions about sustainability and Bitcoin. And after that, the right day, Bitcoin lost 10K in market price, and all the blockchains started to try to solve the problem of energy inside Bitcoin. And from there, we started to map and to develop methodologies to understand those tools that are combining impact and sustainability with blockchain. So we started with a relation of 380 around protocols that are using blockchain technology for impact as a similar proposition to Transnistria. Then we started categorizing it as resource managing, energy, also sustainable mining, and some tools for social good, right? So this is something that we can see now, and we are doing this research since 3 years from now. And we started to see also some problems. So look for protocols that are solving real problems. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack. It's very complex. And a lot of the cryptocurrencies that are in the top market, they have no real value, or they are far away to achieve the roadmap that they aim for. And also impact protocols, sometimes they start from the technology and have impact far away in the roadmap as well. So we start thinking, what if we put impact on the front, right? Choosing operative companies that have impact as a model and help them to scale through crypto instead of doing the opposite. Then we started looking for real assets with characteristics that are similar to Bitcoin as well. So they are scarce, they are very hard to produce and create, and they become a very important digital asset for everyone, like water, carbon, forests. electronic waste, also biodiverse habitats, and a lot of incentives to solve global problems. Why not blockchain and crypto could be in the back and impact in the front? So if we are talking about DeFi wallet, why not refi wallet, right? We can discuss about this later. So we started to build metaverse in the forests, also tokenize e-waste to achieve recycling goals, and to design crypto territories of the future in faraway distant islands. And those are some of the things that we are working on right now and we are building. But we still have a lot of questions to answer, and we have identified this trilemma. So the sector, people say that the crypto sector, only works when markets are bullish and hyped. And also there is a huge correlation problem that cryptocurrencies are very volatile. And this is something that we need to start looking on if you want to work with real sustainable assets. Also, Web3, metaverse, and crypto are just speculation and have no value. And NFTs, bitcoins, and cryptocurrencies, they are bad for the environment. So how we can deal with that? We start to think, what if we can have anti-cyclical assets with consolidated markets, established buyers, as we have for carbon? We have companies that need to offset waste. We have companies that have a specific demand for this type of assets. So we can try to work on a decorrelation for those assets. Also, why not to focus on land, forests, rivers with real impact in the front? And leveraging impactful solution by turning negative externalities into positive externalities. I think this is all about regeneration. And we identify as well a strong bias. So people say that degen traders, they love risk, they pump and dump, and they are playing just for short-term goals. But also refi people, they say that we are working just with ideology and we are hipping hugger trees. This is not nice. I mean, we pass this through every time. And we started questioning again, can investing in the planet be a lucrative endeavor? Or how can actions to renew the planet while investing be more lucrative in the near and the long term? Providing speculation and alpha for Degens and sustainable finance too for regions. Why not? Is there a way that we can canalize risk and incentive in a refi framework? Also, how we can use Degen instruments to generate resource for the planet regenerations. Can those folks coexist? This is an important question. And here I bring the question, why Brazil Latam is a perfect place for those people to match. Natural capital is our strength. A lot of the protocols that are also working with carbon, this carbon is originating on our forests. And Brazil specifically, we have 60% of the territory covered by forests, which correspond for 500 million of hectares, with 67 national forests, and we are in the place of the second biggest area in forest in the world, with a potential to offset 80 million to 1 billion of tons of CO2 by 2030, with the potential to generate as well around 100 billion in revenue. But we are also Degens. We love alpha, right? We're the fifth largest crypto community in the world, and I'm just talking about Brazil. And not just about Degens, but also the stock exchange is very welcoming. Our SEC, our CVM, is coming and bringing traditional finance instruments into regulations. And also we are seeing a lot of ETFs to come, securitizers to come, and to tokenize securities, which is very hard to work in the international environment. We used to say that when you design a protocol that is related to sustainability or anything else, you spend 10% designing and 90% of your time running from the SEC. And that's something that we can do in Brazil easily. And we are the second largest market for NFTs with 5 million owners. And why Axie Infinity is important here? Because Axie brought food for the table of many families in Brazil that had no option to generate revenue from nowhere else. And this is important because what if Axies are related to forests? What if those people can generate revenue and short-term gains with NFTs and playing? Why not? Why not to use Degens? Where is the money to bring refi to scale, right? And we have a lot of positivity as well related to crypto investing. 60% of us, we like crypto, and also we are in the 10th place. Also, we have tons of social media users, with 80% of our population in Brazil that are already using Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and so on. That's why we are working on an impact token basket to bring inflation to bring liquidity to the market and to use traditional finance instruments as well as a way for us to invest in tokens and in tokens with impact. And we are doing that with people that are already sitting here that we can see. So this is one exercise that we did with RefiDAO, Celo, and PrimeDAO. And PrimeDAO has a methodology to evaluate protocols, and this exercise was to create a methodology to evaluate refi protocols. And then the 380 projects became a curated list of 25 projects on which we also helped to design the methodology to evaluate this protocol and how it works. And from that, this is a very nice MVP. So we could see how the protocols work in many terms, because we have methodologies to evaluate impact, we have methodologies to evaluate DeFi protocols, but we still don't have methodologies to evaluate the impact of refi protocols. And then this was a very nice start, so you can see also many projects that are present in this conference today, and this can now help us also to understand what is the real impact that is being generated, but also analyzing tokenomics, analyzing traction, and analyzing as well what is happening in this specific market. And ta-da, this is a surprise for the folks here. The 380 projects became more than 500 impact projects mapped, and we are working here with John, with Cyrus, in a very nice exercise to bring coordination to refi. So we started also to combine everyone that is mapping impact DAOs, everyone that is mapping impact protocols, to bring this to a coordination level. And here with this QR code, you can also help us to map the projects that are still not there. So we have a form. If you know someone that is working on a very interesting thing that we did not find yet, please help us to find. And also, if you specifically are working in something, please help us to bring this directory to scale. And also, we are working on a positive index with Mercado Bitcoin. Mercado Bitcoin is one of the biggest exchanges in Brazil, and we are working together with them, with IDESAN. IDESAN is the Institute for Sustainable Development in the Amazon rainforest, and they are one of the most established institutions working in this specific region. Also, Nossa Terra Firme, I'm a big fan, and they are working with communities to bring social action to climate action together. This is something that we face a lot of difficulty in Brazil, because climate cannot come in the front when you don't have a structure to recycle or when you don't have food to eat. So it's very important to correlate social impact with climate impact. And we are doing this together. So with the positive index, the idea is also to create products that people can invest in tokens that have also impact and more. So if you're working also in projects that are related to impact or are related to the coordination in refi and DeFi, we are here as well to build with you. I'm Paula Palermo. I am an entrepreneur, Web2 and Web3 investor. I have my background in architecture and urban planning and also economics. And I have more than 10 years working with impact initiatives and also a track working and researching DeFi and refi protocols. But I'm not alone. I'm an impact maximalist, and I found many impact maximalists as well. And here I have Rafaela Romano. So Rafa is the person that said we are going to find the farmers that are mining Bitcoin as well. And she's the former chief editor in Cointelegraph in Brazil, and she is one of the 50 most influential people in the crypto market in Brazil. Also, we have João. João is a lawyer. He's helping us to match regulations with crypto, with climate action, and he's very specialized on that. Ryan is our climate architect. Ryan's bringing a lot of discussions in the table regarding to if we have a regenerative future, we cannot design protocols that are based on scarcity, right? What if we can deal with elasticity instead? Can we have a sustainable speculation model? Can we create derivatives for water, for credits that are tokenized? Can we use those instruments as well to bring liquidity to those specific markets? So those are the questions that we are working together. And we have a fantastic team of advisors. So Suellen, she's working in many years in the Amazon rainforest, and she has a PhD in sustainability and entrepreneurship. Leo is our VC, crazy guy. So when I met him and I told him, look, we are working on that, he said, I'm in. And he's helping us to find the right model to bring this to scale. Victor, I say that he's a healthy DeFi degen because he loves alpha, but he also loves sustainability in terms of finance. And he's the co-founder of Secure Finance. They are building indexes in DeFi, so that's why he's very important for this type of actions that we are trying to do. And also Ye. Ye is a professor in the Ohio State University. He has a PhD in finance, and he is also specialized in asset management. And he said, index with sustainability, with crypto, let's go. So this is a bit of what we're doing, and I'm here to say that planet and society we are going to making. So please, if you're working something related to that, please join us, and thank you so much for the time.